Here at Simply Home in Falmouth, Maine with award-winning designer Linda Banks. Linda, we are here in your showroom. There are so many aspects to your business that we're going to get talking about here today, but first tell us a little bit about what people can expect when they walk into this beautiful showroom.
Well, we're a retail showroom and an interior design studio, as well as an architecture firm, and we can give you as little help as you need or as much help as you need, from furnishing your home to designing a new house or a restaurant or your summer boat.
And there's also so many little gifts that you can buy here as well, which is really nice. Unique ones.
Well, we work really hard to try and have things that nobody else has, which requires me to fly all over the place to different markets and gift shows and furniture expositions. And we just work really hard to have a unique diversity of accessories, and some of them work great as wedding gifts.
And you have a long history and a great education and background in architecture as well. Tell us a little bit about what you can offer clients.
Well, we do new houses from scratch, especially love working in homes on the water. I'm a big fan of the Atlantic Ocean. I spend summers on an island in France getting inspiration in the Atlantic Ocean, and then I live here on the Atlantic Ocean in Maine. I've been here 15 years after vacationing here my whole life. I'm 14th generation Mainer, and I'm really proud of the amount of work that we've been able to produce here in Maine, despite the fact that I do architecture and interior design from Paris, France to Pemaquid Harbor.
So if I came to you and said, I have a brand new house, it's completely empty, there's nothing in it, or I would like to build a home, you kind of take me through start to finish.
Well, it's different if you have a house already. We try and get into your head about how you live and what makes your family dynamic operate. We ask you to create a wish list. We ask you how you spend your holidays, how you entertain, and then we are sort of the arbiters of your taste and the editors of your collections, and we honor your budget, and we can furnish your entire house, or we can mix it in with things that you're bringing from your downsizing home or your other vacation home or your permanent residence.
What if you have a piece of land and you want to build from scratch? Kind of what services can you provide for those folks?
Soup to nuts, one-stop shopping, I like to say, because we are unique in the fact that we can design a home from scratch and we can furnish it as well.
Well, it's really exciting. We're going to go check out one of your latest projects here in Falmouth, where you work and live. That must have been exciting to have something so close to home.
Well, after just finishing a job in Jackson Hole, it was so exciting when somebody on my street hired us. We did a complete renovation. It's really fun. It's a very magical place on Casco Bay, and it's for a young family, which is one of my favorite new things now that I'm getting older and my daughter's grown up. The fact that there are people closer to her age than my age who are hiring us, it was just exciting.
Before we go and check out that property, Linda, we're going to head over to Lisa Belisle with Maine Magazine. You know Lisa and the magazine well, as you've graced the cover of Maine Home and Design how many times?
I think 5 or 6. Thank you very much. People say all the time, how do you get in magazines all the time? And I say editors want good work, and if anybody out there in the design world wants to get published, I think they should send their work in. We love Maine Home and Design because they have done so much to elevate the appreciation for good design in Maine for so many talented designers. And I'm really proud to mentor some of those, and I'm really proud to be part of their growth, and I think Lisa is completely awesome. She's a cancer survivor, and I'm a triathlete for Try for a Cure this weekend, and I'm really proud that we can all be sponsors of that awesome event to fight cancer in Maine.
Awesome. Thanks, Linda. So I can see why you were so excited to have this project. This home is directly on Casco Bay. Linda, I don't even know where to begin. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. We were so lucky to work on this job. We thought it was going to be a small renovation, and in December of last year, I came over and water was dripping through every light in the ceiling. It turns out that the oil tank ran out and the entire house was flooded when the pipes froze. So we had an absolutely 100% clean slate, and it was really a special way to begin the project.
And speaking of clean, I love all of the white, and it really brings out the accent of red in this room, blue upstairs.
Yeah, it's really fun because my clients are young and they're very goal-oriented and design-oriented, and they had a real vision. And the goal was to have the house as serene as possible and as crisp as possible and as fresh as possible and really low maintenance. We had a soup to nuts renovation here. The house was gutted right down to the studs, and our lovely client's favorite color is red. And so for the first time in my career, I got to use some very colorful, well, not the first time, but the first time that somebody said, let's do red. And usually people come to us with a palette for the waterfront that's typically either navy blue and white, which we love, classic, or sea glass colors. But here we got to use these really fun pops of red, and it's made such a difference, including the red front door.
I love that pulling up. That's one of my favorite, my favorite features. But it was inspired too, not only by the ocean, but the artwork.
Right. The first thing I found after we met was this painting that has a sort of 60s genre to it. It almost reminds me of a watercolor from the Disney ride, It's a Small World. It's very Scandinavian, and it has every color in the house. We always say that we like to start with a driver, whether it's your favorite painting or your favorite rug or a piece of sculpture or art. But in this case, this painting set the tone for the entire palette in the whole house. And it really was a gift to be able to work with it.
Linda Banks, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Very impressed. Now we're going to head down to Town Landing, which
awesome. We love Town Landing.
Frequent, a staple here in town. But before we do that, we're going to head over to our Game Changer segment where we feature innovators and doers, sponsored by Red Thread and Town & Country Federal Credit Union.